For over 2 centuries, Oak Island has guarded its secrets beneath layers of mud, stone, and mystery. Treasure hunters, historians, and skeptics alike have all tried and failed to uncover the truth behind its legendary curse. But just when the world thought the mystery was fading, Rick Lagina made a discovery that changed everything. Something so unexpected, it sent shockwaves through the Oak Island team and forced even the biggest doubters to question what they thought they knew. Was this the breakthrough they'd been waiting for? Or had they unearthed something far more dangerous than gold? Stay tuned, because this might just be the find that rewrites history. If you don't want to miss a single twist, make sure to subscribe and join us on every step of the journey. Let's find out. Oak Island, located off the coast of Nova Scotia, has fascinated people for generations. Legend has it that a pirate buried a huge treasure on the island, inspiring many adventurers to risk everything to find it. You find stuff in the ocean, and they take it. And people become billionaires, right? Over time, the search for this treasure has become more organized, using the latest technology to guide the way. Rick and his brother, along with their dedicated team, have gone deeper into the island's history than anyone before. With the help of their television network, they've committed themselves to solving the island's mysteries, no matter the dangers. Local stories even say that one more person must die before the treasure is found. As they dig deeper into the island's dark past, they can't help but wonder if their quest might come at a great personal cost. Rick, along with his friend Gary Drayton, an expert with a metal detector, and seasoned treasure hunter Billy Gartz, is carefully searching a swamp on the island. They're focusing on the southern edge, looking for clues that others might have missed. In the past, they found many important artifacts in these swampy areas, including items from ships dating back to the 15th to 18th centuries. These finds suggest that the island has a long history connected to maritime activity. In 2020, the team made a major discovery, a large piece of an ancient ship's railing along the southern coast. When they had it tested, they found out it was from as early as the 8th century. This unexpected discovery opened up new possibilities for their research. Suddenly, they had to consider that Oak Island might have been important even earlier in history. But this wasn't the biggest surprise. Dr. Simon, a historian working with the team, suggested that Oak Island might have been a center of activity during the Viking era. This idea changed everything, encouraging the team to look at all their findings in a new way. Now, they're not just searching for pirate treasure. They're exploring the possibility that the island has a much richer and more complex history. Each new discovery could be a piece of the puzzle, helping to unravel the connection between Oak Island and ancient civilizations. The team is working hard to find more evidence to support Dr. Simon's theory. Every artifact they uncover, especially in the swamp, could be another clue that helps them understand who lived on the island and what they were doing there. The team's excitement surged when they stumbled upon an old wooden structure hidden deep within the dense swamp vegetation. Billy, with his keen eye for detail, and Gary, with his years of digging experience, quickly recognized the significance of the discovery. They called over the rest of the Oak Island crew to examine what had been uncovered. Rick couldn't stop wondering how this structure might connect to their previous findings, and whether it could reveal more about Oak Island's mysterious past. As they cleared away layers of dirt and mud, they uncovered a wall along the southern edge of the swamp. The crew was ecstatic. Years earlier, Fred Nolan, a famed treasure hunter and former Oak Island owner, had found a similar wooden wall nearby. Fred had believed it was built centuries ago to conceal something valuable. Now the team questioned, could this be the same structure Fred had discovered? Its proximity to a ship's railing they had unearthed in 2020 made the find even more intriguing, hinting at a deeper link between the discoveries. "That is old. It's a handmade spike. That's impressive." "Yeah, that's really cool," Billy Gartz pointed out, highlighting the importance of the find and urging the team to investigate further. The structure's closeness to a nearby stone path only fueled their curiosity, suggesting a potential connection between the two. With each new discovery, the team felt they were inching closer to unraveling Oak Island's history. But this was only the beginning. The find raised countless questions. What secrets still lay buried beneath the swamp's murky waters? Could these discoveries finally shed light on Oak Island's hidden past? The only way to know was to keep digging and analyzing each clue. The team's dedication and passion were inspiring, and despite the obstacles, they pressed on, driven by the hope that every new find would reveal more about Oak Island's past. On one of these promising days, Rick brought in Dr. Ian Spooner, a geoscientist, to help study the wooden structure. Rick hoped Dr. Spooner's expertise in soils and sediments could reveal the structure's age and origin. During the investigation, Dr. Spooner noticed red sediment similar to what lay beneath the nearby stone path, suggesting a historical connection between the two, which thrilled the team. His understanding of sediment layers and soil composition provided critical clues about the timeline and origins of the structure. This discovery had the potential for wide-reaching implications, not just for the team, but for the broader understanding of Oak Island's past. If the wooden structure was indeed linked to the stone road, and possibly even the legendary treasure tunnel near the money pit, it could reveal substantial information about the island's history and purpose. It suggested that an organized, potentially advanced group of people had once lived on or visited Oak Island. As the day progressed, the significance of their findings became clearer. They uncovered wood fragments with rounded edges and flat tops, prompting more questions. How old were these timbers? What were they used for originally? Could the swamp's harsh conditions have preserved them for centuries? And as Rick dug deeper, what other forgotten stories might finally come to light? On the brink of discovery. Back at their base, the Lagina brothers and their team gather to plan their next moves. With guidance from Dr. Spooner, they are determined to dig deeper into Oak Island's enduring mysteries. For centuries, these secrets have eluded countless treasure hunters, yet the team feels closer than ever to uncovering the truth. As the sun rises over Oak Island, they prepare to tackle the day's challenges. Carefully moving into the swamp, they hope to make discoveries that will bring them nearer to solving the island's puzzles. It's all about the application of science. "We should get some answers from these two pieces," Rick remarks. Suddenly, news arrives about a critical discovery. A section of what is believed to be the treasure tunnel has been uncovered beneath the garden shaft, buried nearly 100 feet underground. As Rick explores the exposed portions of Oak Island's ancient tunnels, he feels a profound sense of purpose. Surrounded by the island's history, descending into the depths, it seems as though all his work is converging. Inside the tunnel, Rick encounters an incredible sight. A major section of the treasure tunnel is now visible beneath the garden shaft. The walls are lined with timbers, proof of the immense effort of those who constructed them long ago. This moment rekindles Rick's sense of wonder and determination. The team's focus turns to understanding how this discovery fits into Oak Island's broader story. Eager to learn more, Rick plans to collect samples from the wooden beams for analysis, hoping modern technology can help determine when the tunnel was built. Yet this isn't the most astonishing part. Earlier in the year, the team had taken wood samples from the tunnel after a core drilling session. These samples revealed something remarkable. The timbers dated back to the 17th century. This finding underscored the importance of collecting additional samples, suggesting Oak Island's secrets run deeper than they ever imagined. With more of the tunnel now accessible, the team faces crucial decisions about how to proceed. They decide to remove some wooden beams for detailed testing, a bold step that highlights their dedication to uncovering the truth. For Rick, the emotional weight of this discovery is immense. These timber samples could finally answer questions about who built the tunnel and why. They might even offer evidence of the legendary treasure rumored to be hidden on the island. Yet Rick knows patience is key. Careful examination and analysis are required to fully understand their significance. But challenges continue. Rick stresses the importance of bringing in experts to conduct a thorough investigation of the site. Their knowledge is essential for navigating the tunnel's complexities and understanding potential hazards. Only with a complete understanding of the site can they hope to uncover the hidden stories buried beneath Oak Island's surface. The team carefully examined the wooden beams that framed the tunnel, noticing the smooth, rounded edges that hinted at their age and purpose. This discovery felt like finding an important piece of the puzzle, making the crew wonder if this path could bring them closer to Oak Island's legendary treasure. But Rick Lagina knew the journey was far from over. Many challenges remained, including the task of removing more beams for further study. Despite these obstacles, Rick was determined to see the mission through. As the day ended, the Oak Island team gathered to discuss what they had accomplished and how close they might be to achieving their goal. "We're completely changing the search plan now. We're going to go looking underground by being underground." That's pretty exciting. With the tunnel open and initial samples collected, they were on the edge of making discoveries that could answer some of their biggest questions. But the toughest part wasn't over. Just as progress was being made, they learned a hurricane was heading their way. Hurricane Lee, a powerful Category 5 storm, was quickly approaching Nova Scotia's coast. Tension rose, but the team refused to let the storm stop their work. Rick knew timing was crucial, so he encouraged everyone to make one final push before pausing the search. The team, including metal detection experts Gary Drayton, Jack Begley, Jamie Kuba, and Fiona Steele, returned to examining a foundation they had discovered earlier under a circular stone structure. This find had sparked a debate, especially about whether soil from the money pit had been intentionally used in the foundation. Excitement grew as Gary scanned the rocks and artifacts with his metal detector. Each beep sent a surge of excitement through the crew, bringing them closer to understanding how this foundation might connect to the famous money pit. Their hard work paid off when Gary's detector picked up a particularly strong signal. Jack carefully dug the spot, and when the object was finally uncovered, the team was amazed. A well-preserved button gleamed in the sunlight. But this wasn't just any button. As they examined it, ideas and theories started flowing. Fiona Steele suggested it could be a key piece of evidence, possibly revealing the foundation's true purpose. The button's design, featuring 3 cannons and 3 dots, resembled military buttons used by French, British, and Spanish soldiers. This discovery opened new possibilities. Could military forces have been involved on Oak Island at that time? If so, it added depth to the team's findings and offered fresh insight into what might have happened on the island before the money pit was discovered. If the button had belonged to someone directly involved in important activities there, it could change how they understood Oak Island's history and the purpose of their search. As the team moved closer to answers, what other surprises might await? A clue revealed itself. Gathered around the newly found button, the crew admired its detailed craftsmanship and unique design. This small artifact sparked a wave of questions. Could it be a vital clue leading them closer to Oak Island's legendary treasure? The team eagerly discussed where it might have come from and how it could fit into the bigger puzzle of the island's hidden past. Meanwhile, Back in their command center, Rick Lagina and his team were facing a new challenge. Hurricane Lee, a powerful Category 5 storm, was quickly approaching Nova Scotia. The team had to make a difficult decision. For safety reasons, they needed to stop all exploration activities on Oak Island. This was a tough call, especially knowing how close they felt to finding something significant. As the storm drew near, Rick took a moment to reflect on their journey. They had faced many setbacks, but they had also made incredible progress. Despite the storm, his determination to uncover Oak Island's deepest secrets was as strong as ever. The wind started to pick up, signaling the storm's arrival, but Rick and his team were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. But the storm wasn't the biggest challenge. The Fellowship of the Dig, as they called themselves, knew that sticking together was key to achieving their goal, uncovering the truth about Oak Island and finding the treasure. Even with the storm looming and the urgency it brought, they were committed to protecting their work and preserving the progress they had made. Team members Leroy, Roger, and Kido quickly put plans in place to safeguard their excavation sites from the harsh weather. As they finished their preparations, there was a strong sense of teamwork among the group. They were united and determined to weather the storm so they could continue their search as soon as it was safe to do so. They believed that the answers they were looking for were just within reach, waiting to be discovered. With the storm behind them, a new day dawned on Oak Island. The Lagina brothers and their dedicated team were eager to get updates from the money pit, knowing that any news could change the course of their investigation, and even their lives. Rick and Marty headed to the garden shaft area, which had been the focus of their recent work, to meet with Paul, who updated them on the latest developments. Despite the challenges they faced in the tunnel, the team's commitment to finding the pirates' treasure remained unshaken. Over the past week, workers from Dumas Contracting Limited had been hard at work deepening the garden shaft to 95 feet. This depth was important because they believed it was where they might find a mysterious tunnel that had shown up in earlier water tests. But this wasn't the only hurdle. Just a week earlier, the team had been working on the garden shaft, originally built in the mid-17th century, and had dug down to 90 feet. At this level, they found a strange tunnel that seemed to head west toward an area they called Baby Blob. "Well, here's the deal, Rick. You could be standing, a couple feet above the tunnel we've been looking for at least 2 years." The depth of this tunnel and its possible significance caught everyone's attention. Deciding to drill into this tunnel was a big moment for the team. The fact that it pointed toward the Baby Blob area was especially interesting because previous water tests in nearby boreholes had detected high levels of silver, gold, and other metals between 80 and 120 feet underground. The tunnel's alignment with these metal findings raised exciting possibilities about what could be hidden inside. As the team's excitement grew, they couldn't help but speculate about the purpose of this tunnel and the secrets it might hold. Their focus was now on this tunnel, hoping it would provide new insights into Oak Island's mysterious history. Despite the challenges they faced, in their first attempts to drill into the tunnel, Dumas Contracting Limited was ready for the next crucial phase of the project, prepared to dig even deeper into the island's secrets. In the coming days, the team aimed to reach the final stage of their excavation by deepening the garden shaft to a depth of 95 feet. Their goal was to intersect an underground passage they had discovered earlier, hoping it would provide important clues about Oak Island's history. Rick Lagina considered what this might mean. If the tunnel was indeed older than the shaft, it could offer vital insights into the island's past and the early visitors who might have been there. As Rick and Marty Lagina shared the latest developments with their team, the significance of the tunnel became even clearer. If it had been built before the shaft, It could hold key information that might help solve some of Oak Island's greatest mysteries. Meanwhile, Marty and his son Alex, along with other team members, shifted their focus to another borehole. They hoped this borehole could lead them to evidence of a chapel vault believed to lie deep underground, around 180 feet below the surface. "Hold the phone, boys. That looked like wood there now." Their excitement grew when they pulled a large piece of metal from the borehole. They suspected it could be part of the treasure vault's locking mechanism. The team gathered to discuss what this discovery might mean and to plan their next steps. They were eager to uncover what could be a significant piece of the island's legendary treasure. But the surprises didn't stop there. As they examined the material from the borehole, debates arose about its importance and whether it was worth further exploration. They considered that the metal might be part of a 9-ton plug that once sealed the chapel vault. If the plug had broken, parts of it could have sunk, pushing the vault deeper underground. This exciting possibility suggested they were closer than ever to finding the elusive treasure. Later that afternoon, Rick, Alex, and Scott Barlow met with Roger Foran at the Dumas trailer in the Money Pit area to review carbon dating results from a wood sample taken from the mysterious tunnel beneath the garden shaft. The analysis showed that the wood could be nearly 400 years old, suggesting the tunnel was built in the 1600s, long before the Money Pit was discovered. This finding raised new questions about the timeline of human activity on Oak Island, and hinted that unknown people might have been involved centuries ago. But the most puzzling part was yet to come. The discovery added a new layer to the Oak Island legend, suggesting the tunnel might contain clues about events that occurred long before the famous Money Pit was uncovered. The team felt a renewed urgency to investigate the garden shaft and the tunnel below it. Each new find strengthened Rick and Marty's determination. They were committed to continuing their exploration and uncovering the truth hidden beneath Oak Island. The high metal readings near the tunnel encouraged the team even more, hinting that they might be close to uncovering not just any treasure, but the very secrets of Oak Island's past. From ancient coins to mysterious tools, over the years countless teams have dug into the island's soil, uncovering fascinating items that only added to the mystery. These discoveries range from old coins and fragments of writing materials to stranger artifacts like a stone marked with unusual symbols, human remains from various continents, and ancient tools. Each find has offered a glimpse into the island's rich and complex history, suggesting it may be far more intricate than anyone originally imagined. But then, things took an unexpected turn. The island recently made the surprising decision to halt all further excavations. This move hints at something potentially dangerous or unsettling hidden deep underground. Undeterred, determined teams continued digging and discovered a large void in the earth, possibly an ancient tunnel or secret chamber, adding even more mystery to what could lie beneath. The island's story reached a wider audience through the television series The Curse of Oak Island, which follows brothers Rick and Marty Lagina. They tirelessly pursue the island's secrets, navigating both exciting discoveries and frustrating setbacks. Their quest has reignited public fascination, bringing advanced technology and fresh ideas to the ongoing treasure hunt. The show has become a phenomenon, drawing viewers who share the brothers' passion for solving this long-standing enigma. Recently, a major development kept everyone on edge. The team, including geologist Terry Matheson and historian Charles Barkhouse, encountered an unexpected gap about 90 feet underground while drilling. This void could be a hidden passageway or chamber, fitting with other nearby clues that suggest a large, intricate underground network. But that wasn't the most astonishing part. As this new evidence emerged, it began to connect with earlier discoveries in the area, pointing to a complex structure hidden beneath the island. This structure might contain untold treasures or historically significant artifacts. The potential of these findings continues to fuel fascination with Oak Island, motivating treasure hunters and history enthusiasts alike to keep exploring its hidden depths and uncover the stories buried within. What do you believe is truly going on at Oak Island? Drop your thoughts in the comments, give this video a like if you found it interesting, and don't forget to subscribe for more.